Bonjour, my friends. So, you wait to hear of D'Artagnan's adventures with the three Musketeers. Well, there have been many, and from some I was not certain I would emerge alive. But perhaps you would like to know how I came to meet Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, and like them became a musketeer of King Louis XIII of France. It was on the first Monday of April in the year 1625 that I set out for Paris astride a gift from my father, a pony some 14 years of age. Unfortunately, he had no hair on his tail, and his coat was a yellow color, which, by the way, was the cause of my first duel. When I paused to rest at an inn, a gentleman with a scar on his cheek angered me when he laughed at my pony. So I challenged him to a duel. But I am afraid I was not yet skilled as a swordsman. When I awoke in my room at the inn, there was a cut on my forehead, and the gentleman with the scar was gone. And with him, the letter of introduction which my father had given to me for Monsieur de Treville, captain of the Musketeers. When I arrived in Paris and explained to Monsieur de Treville what had happened at the inn, he seemed to know the man with the scar and warned me never again to engage him in a duel. He also informed me that I must serve an apprenticeship in a lesser company of guards before I would be allowed to enter the ranks of the Musketeers. As I left his chambers, I spied the gentleman with the scar going through the door leading to the street. In spite of Monsieur de Treville's warning, I hurried after the man who had stolen my letter, hoping to catch him and demand its return. A musketeer in a full cape stood at the foot of the steps. As I attempted to pass him, a sudden gust of wind blew out the cape, and I found myself wrapped up in it.
And what wild creature?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?